Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This week we are changing things up. This has been on my mind for quite a while and I've done research on it and I simply couldn't find what I was looking for. So let's go into my shed and have a little chat about it. I would like to welcome everyone back who has visited my channel, who's a subscriber, and please bear with me. I will get to the point. For anybody new here, normally my videos are about my craft shed and the crafts I do or patterns that I put out. But this winter has been very long. We're in May right now, and all it's done is rain from, I think, January on. We may get warm temperatures for about one day, and then it drops back down. So I think right now it's about 55. So that's not bad, actually. But the problem is weight. So I've gone down the YouTube rabbit hole, which I don't know if anybody else has, trying to find a way to lose weight without having to be on any type of pills, strict diet, go to the gym, sort of thing. I'm over 55 and I'm tired all the time. I'm always tired and I feel like I'm always hungry and I have low motivation to get off my ass. Well, I'm going to get off my ass finally. So basically what I'm looking for is anybody who's tired of being tired, tired of having extra pounds, and just wanting to find a way to get back into shape and lose some weight and quit being tired. So I don't care how old you are, but I have found that once I turned 50, I just slowed down. And it's my own fault. So bear with me as I'm going to get into more of this. But I work part-time. I work 8 to 12 Monday through Friday, and I'm a bookkeeper. So I sit on my ass all day. And then when I get home, I'm a crafter. I crochet and I sew. I sit on my ass the rest of the day. I don't get up and do anything, and I think it's because I sit on my ass all day. Now, eating wise, I don't feel like I do too bad. I do a lower carb, not a low carb, but I've tried to cut out soda, sugars, not all sugar, and bread, pasta, potatoes, which is really hard for me because I could eat mashed potatoes every day. And, the stuff like that. Now, am I strict? No. But I think I need to dial it in a little bit. I also need to do some walking. That's the exercise I can do. Now, a couple of years ago, I fell down some wooden steps, 6 of them to be exact, and the first thing that hit was my back. And I've fractured the middle of my back. And so any type of lifting or standing hurts my back. So I figured, since I really never do anything, that maybe I could start out by walking. I would like for some people to join me, and let's keep everybody honest and see if we can get this going. So I went down the rabbit hole of YouTube looking for any type of diet plan or whatever, and everything is so commercialized. Like, if you watched any of my videos, I'm a real person. I don't do fancy videos. I don't even hardly edit them because, frankly, I really don't know how. But if you're anything like me, whenever I watch a lot of videos, I love watching tiny house videos. It's my dream to have one. And I love the ones who are authentic. And I like watching full-time van lifers and RV lifers. And I love the ones that are just in the moment and not none of this fancy music or I don't know. So what you're getting out of this is me. I'm not going to be editing and making this fancy. Okay. So the first thing I need to start doing, I find that if I write down what I've ate for the day and my weight. So a lot of people say don't weigh yourself every day. You do you. For me, if I weigh myself every day, then I figure out what I've done to help me to lose some weight. So today, I haven't wrote mine down yet because I haven't had supper yet. So that's my first goal, is to write it down every day. My actual weigh-in day is on Fridays. Usually on the weekends, uh, when my husband's here, he likes to have more food than me, like the high carby food. So usually on the weekends, I will cheat a tad, and I've got to stop doing that. Actually, I feel like you need to cheat once in a while to keep you honest, and maybe so you don't fall back into the trap of eating like that all the time. I don't know. I'll try it out. But anyways, if I could have people join me, comment below, and help each other out, maybe we can figure something out besides I've done Ozempic, lost 30 pounds very quickly, made me feel like total crap, hurt my stomach so bad, couldn't go out and eat anywhere because if I did, I had to make sure I could run to a bathroom. It was awful. And then my insurance quit paying for it. I've tried Weight Watchers. That's a lot of figuring. And I think I didn't lose, I lost like 12 pounds. And then because it took so much time in my mind, a lot of people can figure it out. I just got off of it. I tried phentermine, um, worked for about a week or two and then nothing. I've tried drink mixes. I've tried over the counter diet pills. And the only thing that has ever worked for me has been low carb. And I think it's because it's the one thing I absolutely understand what I'm doing. And you don't have to have a lot of ingredients to do this. So I'm going to get started today by walking. And I'm setting very small goals. So for this week, because I don't hardly ever walk, and please don't laugh at me, the most steps I usually get in a day is around 2,000. That's awful. So I don't want to overdo it. I'm going to start out this week. My goal for only 5 days a week is 3,500 steps. And then next week, I will up it by 100. And I'll keep upping it until I reach a point where I can't up it no more. So we are going to head out and get that 3,500 steps in. And believe it or not, I actually have 3,000 steps for today. And that's because I had to clear out some trash in my shed and I was walking back and forth to the dumpster. So I've only got 500 steps left. So let's get going. There's my steps. We're getting ready to head out now and take a lap or two. Okay. So I live out in the country, and I'm also 4 minutes from my work, which is out in the country. And I don't want to have to drive to town to go to a gym or go to the park where they have a walking track when I can simply walk around the house. Now, come summertime when I'm doing this, if I see a snake, then we're changing routes because I don't do snakes. But I figure I'll make a lap around and then I'll see how far it took me. So I hope somebody's walking with me right now. I think this would be fun if we could all just group together and help each other. Isn't that what it's all about? And be real about it instead of, if you eat this, then you can lose 50 pounds in 2 weeks. Or if you take this little pill in 1 week, you've lost 100 pounds. I mean, I haven't found one real video on YouTube that talks about the real thing. But, okay, we've almost made a lap. Okay, one lap. I think we're going to have to make 4 more. So, when I get done walking, I'll come back. Okay, this is my last lap, but look at these roses that are blooming. Aren't they beautiful? I went, ooh, I can't find it. A little bit over. That's okay. Not bad for the first day. Welcome back to day 2. I'm getting ready to get my steps in. I've got about 1,500 steps to get in. But before I do, I just want to make it clear that I am doing this video that hopefully it will motivate someone to GOYA. I will be posting what I eat at the end of each day, so you'll have to watch the whole video to see what I eat, or you can scroll past and find it. But that doesn't mean it's something that you can do. You need to pick something that's right for you. I'm just trying to help anyone. I do want to add that I do only drink water. I don't drink soda or tea or anything with sugar except for my coffee. I do have 2 cups of coffee a day, which really it probably amounts to 1 cup because I probably only drink half a cup. And I do use real creamer in it. But normally, like with water, I will use that drink mix and there's no sugar in it. And make sure if you want to use that, that you get the kind without caffeine, because I made that mistake and I drink it all day. I start about 7 o'clock in the morning and I don't quit till I go to bed, and it had caffeine in it, so I couldn't sleep. Anyways, I'm gonna head out now and get my steps in. Okay, I got my steps in. I definitely need to get some ear pods or something, because that is boring, just walking, because then you get to think too much, and I don't want to think too much. I'll post my menu, what I had today, later on tonight. See you tomorrow. Hey everybody, today is Wednesday, and I have to take my watch off when I sit in my recliner, because when I rock, it counts it as a step. And the last week I had like over 10,000 steps. Today I've got 3,453 steps, and I haven't gone out and walked yet. I had a really long day at work today. I didn't get home till 3:30, and I had breakfast, but I hadn't planned on not being home that late, so I did not have lunch, and I don't like doing that. So we're gonna head out and do a couple of laps to get me over to get me to 3,500 steps, and then we'll be back. Okay, while I'm doing my lap, I thought we would talk about some tips. And one of them that I have is uh, at work. I started doing this week. I try to, uh, like every hour, get up out of my chair and walk to the back of our place and then walk back. That's about 200 steps round trip. And it, I think it makes me feel better just by getting off my ass. So, does anybody else have any tips to get you motivated, to get you going? Leave them in the comments below. And Jerry's going to walk with us. Ooh, there's another good tip. If you have a pet, you could take him for a walk. Except for mine doesn't go on a leash. Got my steps in. I'd also like to talk about my menu. I know it's really boring and I eat the same thing quite a bit, but in order to keep the costs of trying to buy specialized foods, I like say I have a pound of hamburger. I can usually eat on that for 4 days. I can uh, just make different things or make the same thing every night for supper. It's the same way with breakfast. I usually have eggs in the morning. This and lunch, I'm pretty well the same on that. I'm going to try to switch it up every week. I am not a good cook or a gourmet cook or a clean cook. I am the messiest cook you've ever seen. That's why I don't show me cooking foods. But if you want me to, I can see if I can do it. But I'm taking the extra lap here so that I could get some talking time in with you. I hope this video isn't too long, and I really hope it's helping anyone. It doesn't matter what age you are. I don't care if you're 105 and you want to get off your ass. I need to make a logo. Goya. Goya. I'll just say that from now on. And I'm not doing anything strenuous because I can't really. So does anybody have any tips or what works for you? Please leave them in the comments. Thank you. So this was earlier today while I was still at work, and it looked like it was going to set in for the whole day. And so I want to talk about, I know some people probably, maybe you don't have anywhere to walk or the weather is crappy. So what I have done in the past, on YouTube, you can find it. It's called Walk Away the Pounds. And it's simply a 15-minute, I think it's a 1 mile basically walk, but you're walking in place. If you would like, comment below and I can drop the link for you. It's a really easy, friendly exercise that's not going to kill your back or anything. I do believe, I haven't done this one in particular that I can link it to, but I do believe they either use very light weights at the end or those stretchy bands, which I don't have either of them, so I would just use my arms without anything. So that's just a tip if you can't find anywhere to walk or it's like this video shows. Hey everybody, welcome back. We are on day 4. I've got a late start today because I had to get some things done in my craft room. So I'm going to go and get my steps in. Okay, I thought I would show you what I'm making tonight. Please don't mind the mess. So this is probably my favorite way to cook. This is cut up cabbage and I put it in tin foil. This is bacon that I'm cutting into just little chunks, and we're going to put it right on top of the cabbage. This is a pork cutlet that has soaked overnight in teriyaki sauce. And I'm just going to trim off this fat. And right there. And then I'm going to cut these in like strips. Does not need salt because teriyaki, as you know, is pretty salty. So I'm not adding salt to that. I am going to add some garlic because who doesn't love garlic? And I'm going to add some garlic to this also. And I'm going to add a little pepper to the cabbage and bacon. And then I will just put these strips on top of the cabbage. Now I am going to add some green beans. These are our own, they're homegrown. And I have to find something to take this lid off. I don't have a bottle opener anywhere. Oh, ouch. Okay, we're just going to add some of these to the top. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to add is a little bit of butter. And I just use real butter, and it is salted butter. I love butter. Okay, let me see if I can show you what it looks like. Place it on a pan, and I have the oven set for 400. I'm going to put it in there for 30 minutes, check it, and it may need to go in a little bit longer. Okay, I got my steps in, and now it's time to go check on my supper. There it is. I'm just going to let it cool off a little bit. I'm going to take it out of the tin foil because I don't want all the juice that's in it. And I'm going to top it with some of that pico de gallo, however you say that. No avocado tonight. I ran out. And there's supper. Easiest way to make supper. You can make so many things in these. Like I like to patty a hamburger and stick in there with some green beans and onion and sometimes some brown gravy mix because that's low in carbs. It's the packet kind. Let me see if I have some. You can use this, like not the whole packet. I usually put mine in like a pint jar and shake it and then just use a little bit at a time. And it's got 4 carbs in it, 4 grams of carbs. per 1 tablespoon of dry mix, so it would barely have any carbs in it if you just use a little bit at a time. Time to get my steps in. Today's Friday, and today was weigh-in. I'll post my results at the end of the video. I got my steps in. I haven't had supper yet today. I'm waiting for my daughter to get home. Anyways, happy Mother's Day this coming Sunday. If you like this video, let me know, and I can keep posting more on my progress, and hopefully y'all can comment below. And I would love to see your progress. If this is helping you.